how to fillet haddock. Before we get started with the filleting, my father here wants to show you a couple of tricks that you can use to make sure your haddock is nice and fresh if you're buying it. So as you can see here, this is nice and shiny.
Shiny, yes.
In the shell. If you lift it up like this, it should stand out like this. Otherwise, it may get soft and soggy.
Yeah, and dead when it was catch.
If the gills are nice and red like this, you have got a fish that was caught alive. So this is tips from a 20-year veteran fisherman here. Now he's going to show you how we're going to fillet this. We're going to make boneless fillets out of the haddock here. So for this we need a filleting knife. To get started here, we're going to take our fillet knife and we're going to place it behind the front fin of the haddock here, like so. And we're going to cut down all the way in towards the head here until we meet the bone. And we want to stop when we meet the bone.
Yeah.
Then we turn it around and we're going to repeat this process here on the other side and until we meet the bone here along the head. The reason why is that we're going to crack off the head here next. You can cut with your knife or you can simply break it off. It's probably easier to just break it off like that.
Yeah.
And don't throw this away. This is great for making stock, or if you want to make some fish soup, there you go.
Yeah.
Next up here, we are going to take our filleting knife and we're going to extend the gut cavity a little bit here, I suppose.
Yeah.
The reason why is that on the top section here, there is going to be bone. But down behind, I guess, the anus section, we can just cut all the way through there because there is not going to be any more bones.
Yes, and the easy way to do it is...
Stick your knife into the bone all the way through there. And then you can run it down until you hit the back fin. There you go, you can see, right in against the meat. It's important to have a nice and sharp knife for this.
Yeah.
But we're adding links to good filleting knives in the video description there. Next we're going to go in at the top here. And we're following the bone as well, the backbone, until we meet.
Take it.
And then from here, you want to work your way down towards... as far as you can go. You're going to hit the rib cage, I suppose, of the fish when you hit the gut cavity there. So just cut your way down until you reach it. Once you reach this bone section, rib cage, I suppose, we need to cut through it. No way around it. Going to go ahead and use a little bit of force here. And we're simply going to cut all the way through that bone. And here we have one section of the fillet. There is still going to be some bone here. As you can see, if you go in at the angle here from the top, you can remove all the bones here. We're going to cut off this section actually. So just once you make sure you have all the bones beneath there, just cut off this section. So, and again, good for soup.
Yeah, good for soup.
Good for stock. Next up here, there are still a couple of bones left in here.
Yeah.
So you can see, you could probably use like pliers to pull them out, but it's easier to just go in there with a knife. Just cut in as close as you can to the bones on one side. And it stops at around where the gut cavity ends. So you can slice it off like that. That's my father's preferred way to do it. Yeah. Or you can leave it on and slice in from the other side. I can show you that afterwards. Slicing that off as well there, and going to be bones in that one.
Yeah, no bones.
These are entirely boneless now.
Yeah.
Probably double check if this is your first time. But next we're going to show you how to remove the skin here, like that. So if you take the fillet with the back side, I suppose, facing you, you want to cut in there so you have something to hold. And then at an angle here, you can see we're going to push the knife down against the skin. As you move your knife forward. If you do this, you can see you're going to remove all the skin and all the meat. You go all the way up. Just take your time with this, like that. And now this is entirely skinless, entirely boneless. But I want to show you one more way that you can remove the middle bones here. Alright, so next up, we're going to repeat the process here on the other side. And there we go. Nice for your stock there. Here we have the other section of the fish. So we're going to cut off this gut cavity section again. And we're going to go ahead and remove the middle bones here as well. So the alternative you can do here, of course you can go in with the pliers, but if you cut as close as you can to the bones there on one end, and you repeat that task on the other side, you don't need to cut through the skin here at all. Just make sure you get all the bones in there, and then you lob that off, and you can pull it off. Go in there from the bottom, And there we go again, bone-free fillet. Not skin-free yet, but that is as simple as repeating the task that we did here before. So there we have beautiful haddock fillets. If you want to see the difference between haddock and pollock, by the way, there you go. Haddock and pollock.
Yeah.
Also have cod. It's crazy.
Yeah, grey and white.
I think the haddock looks more delicious.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you to my father for helping out with this video. Hope this video was helpful to you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna put some recipes for this stuff in the future. Check out the comments. Thanks for watching this one. See you in the next one.